I'd done some interfaith learning before, but this program really struck me as very intentional and allowed me to engage with my Christian and Muslim classmates and their texts and experiences in a really deep way. There were a number of things sort of environmentally about the program that added to the learning. I would say a text from our learning that really stuck with me was The Way of the Pilgrim. This is a story from the Russian Orthodox tradition, I believe, from the 19th century, of a man who's not especially learned and going on a pilgrim's journey, I believe, to a saint site, pilgrimage site, and along the way, practicing spiritual contemplation, but also meeting all kinds of people who find ways to express their faith in different ways, through being good hosts, through being gracious, through being especially just. And this is, I think, an emblematic text of my experience at the dialogue, that I met people who did faith differently, had different faiths, had different backgrounds, and all of us found ways to get in touch with our holiness. There was a lot of open space for conversation, relaxed meal times, things like this that really allowed me to build relationships and feel more comfortable with the people in the room for when conversations got more difficult or topics got more intense. Another really interesting element that I really appreciated about this program was the site visits to various houses of worship. So over the time that we were there in Philadelphia, we visited one house of worship for each of the faiths, Jewish, Christian, and Muslim. Each house of worship we went to was in some way different in denomination or identity from a majority of the people of the faith that we had in the room. Get to see the religion in action, get to see the space and the beauty behind it. What makes this interfaith learning so valuable is the fact that when we are thinking about people of other religions in the abstract, we often miss the beauty, the depth that comes from those faiths. And getting to work with classmates of different faiths, getting to see their faiths practiced, getting to hear them talk about them, not only in the sort of ways the discourse tends to lift them up, which are the more contentious ways, but also the ways that really bring joy, that brings spiritual connection and social connection and meaning. So my hope is this program continues and that people continue to have the wonderful education that I had.